Welcome back, everyone, to MEF Infinite Edge. Like champions, we are crossing the finish line today with episode 9, our final episode of the series. I am Jeff Savilico, your host and anchor for the last leg of this amazing race. And how fitting that we conclude our discussion on the global digital transformation with a look at something that will continue to have a huge impact on everyone: cybersecurity. Just FYI, one quick tip, guys. Do not use beef stew as a password. It's not stroganoff. Stroganoff. Wrong enough. Yeah, just use 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyway, let's move on. Recent published accounts of successful, sophisticated cyber attacks are highlighting that our hyperconnected world is transitioning to more vulnerable networks and increasingly exposed endpoints. Examples involve perpetrators targeting hospitals, major oil pipelines, power grids, and even individuals like you and me with ransomware. But I, for one, will not negotiate with cyberbullies. Oh no, instead, I've decided to reveal my own embarrassing personal information first. Just get it out there for the whole world to see. During today's show, I'm finally going to come clean about what's really been going on here behind the scenes of our 9-part series. All right, here we go. First confession. Remember episode 5 when we did that whole drinking game thing? Every time we heard the words network slicing, we were supposed to take a drink of water. Well, I did drink every time I heard the words network slicing, but maybe, just maybe, it wasn't always water. To the night closing. Not my proudest moment. And remember that relationship issue between SD-WAN and SASE from episode 2? SD-WAN was a bit insecure. SASE had no standards. Well, while they were trying to work things out and take their relationship to the next level, I did this. She's playing hard to get, but I've got trust issues. 0 trust issues. Everyone knows we'd make a great couple. With just 2 secrets off my chest, I gotta say, I feel better already. But before we continue with the rest of my true confessions and the show, let's take one final wistful look back at some of our favorite series highlights.
You can imagine that when you get to that level of latency, you can create some truly innovative use cases that allow us to use the network to move workloads at the speed at which the mind processes reality.
Edge compute is one of the technology components that we have to consider as part of a larger and overarching goal that enterprises are focused on these days, and that is digital transformation.
So the question is, how long is this end user journey, right, from the user to the application? And does the application require real-time compute?
SASE services are really expected to provide an optimal combination of networking and security.
Today's episode about cloud collaboration, delivering a unified customer's experience with what I'm about to share with you is really spot on this fast pace and strong evolution.
To start with, right, we view our mission to be the world's computer. And we see the combination of 5G, in particular the EMBB or the high bandwidth mobility offering, together with compute at the edge, giving people access to compute where they need it, when they need it. Ubiquitous end compute.
While the standards are there, I think getting the ecosystem to work together, make sure that the expected outcome and slicing performance is extended beyond network borders. And I really think like a group like MEF can help standardize these and make sure they work well.
Networking is cool again, right? Networking is cool again.
This was our last stroll down memory lane. But if you missed any episodes, remember, they are all available on demand on this platform and YouTube, thanks to the generous support of our sponsors, speakers, and analysts. Once again, a huge thanks to them, and please feel free to show your own appreciation by visiting sponsor booths below and connecting with our speakers and analysts in the chat window. All right, we begin today's discussion with a focus on the importance of security certification, especially with the shift to edge computing and community involvement. Dave Larson, General Manager and Chief Technology Officer with Spirent, joins us to share his perspective in our opening keynote presentation. But first, a message from our sponsor.